Hey, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. Sorry about that. I get a quick okay. I'm here. I just got a couple things here that come across the screen, and I cannot time when they show up. Hey, let's tell them how to get in touch with the show. There you go. Phone number, email address, and the email address, phone number, and all the social media ways. All right? Now, that being said, programming note tomorrow being Wednesday, I'm going to take the 9 o'clock hour, okay? I don't know how much time I will need, so I'm going to take the 9 o'clock hour, and we're going to discuss Towns County and Terry Silvers, the gentleman that got killed in a car wreck a couple weeks ago. That is very controversial. We're going to discuss that. And we're also going to discuss the sheriff of Towns County, Chris Clinton. So tomorrow at 9 o'clock, we are going to use this platform to talk about Towns County. And we will be putting that on our social media. All right, so the deep state is getting in alignment for election 2020. Are you ready? Are you watching the deep state get themselves in alignment? And let me just put it like this. Do you find it interesting? I do not. I do not feel things are a coincidence, okay? Wisconsin, the cheeseheads, our friends up there. Do you think it's a coincidence in the deep state, number 2, okay, that Paul Ryan, former Speaker of the House, made a comment, okay, that Trump, based on his personality, would lose. He's from Wisconsin, okay? You think it's a coincidence that he said that? You think it's a coincidence he said that right in line with the time when the DNC selected Milwaukee as their Democrat National Committee convention location? You think so? You think he said that right in time with the DNC releasing they'll be in Milwaukee, as the poll now that says Trump will lose Wisconsin, he loses Wisconsin, I think it was up against Bernie. You think all that's coincidence or deep state alignment? I'm just saying, this is our, hey, could it be? Now, let me ask you number 1. You think it's coincidence that the deep state is getting in alignment here for 2020? Let's go to picture 1. Didn't Jeb Bush, now I understand, Weld, is that his name? William Weld or whatever his name is, the former governor of Massachusetts that is supposed to be a Republican, but he's not, and he ran as a vice president candidate with the Libertarians. All right, I understand that. I understand Hogan. Is it Hogan in Maryland? The governor is thinking about it. But is it a coincidence that the deep state Jeb Bush, okay? The deep state Jeb Bush is coming out and saying that you Republicans. Now, it doesn't matter that the polling says that Donald Trump has 93% support from Republicans. Doesn't matter. But is it a coincidence that Jeb comes out and says here recently, you need a choice? Republicans need a choice. I don't know, it could be a coincidence. is it a coincidence? How many times am I going to say this? But I'm just getting there, okay? Stay with me. This is my 2020, is it a coincidence? Number 13. Is it a coincidence that Brother GW comes out yesterday and does a immigration is a blessing and a strength little speech there as we have, as they swear in a group of new citizens? Is it a coincidence in the deep state that GW came out yesterday in the media? Look at MSNBC, 5:01 a.m. Central Time, meaning right out of the box this morning, 6 a.m. President Bush yesterday in Dallas, Texas. Is it a coincidence? I don't know. I'm talking about 2020 political alignment for the Democrats, and half the team is going to be against us. Just say it. All right? Is it a coincidence? Okay, is it a coincidence? Put the picture up I just showed you. I just sent you. Is it a coincidence? Oh my God! Sorry for you folks at home. That was rough. I know, that was rough. All right, wipe your eyes, okay? Get back up. That knocked you out of the chair. Whoa, can you see that on campaign push cards? Joe? Woo. I'm sorry. Could you see that picture on a campaign push card? Joe Biden, the serious guy, running with sideshow Stacey Abrams. So there's a sideshow Bob. I'm not making fun. I just think the hair. You gotta get a hot comb in that thing, sister. Anyhow. But is it a coincidence? Now, wait a minute. I'm not done. Is it a coincidence that Joe Biden may get into the race? And he just had a meeting with Stacey Abrams, okay? And they're talking about her being maybe his vice presidential running mate. Is that a coincidence? Is it a coincidence they're focusing on Georgia? That either they want Stacey to run for Senate or be his running mate? And put that Georgia in play. Let me just say this, Democrats. Georgia did vote for Jimmy Carter. You're not going to get the same turnout here. Okay? Period. All right. So there was all that red. And I'm sorry to remind the people of Georgia, but there was all that red for Ronald Reagan, and then there was Georgia. Okay? But let's just put it like this. Is it a coincidence that they're trying to make a Georgia play? Now, what about Beto O'Rourke? Sorry, Francis. What about Francis? Is it a coincidence he is running and he is from Texas? So if he does not make it, maybe he can bring in Texas? None of this is a coincidence, folks. There's no coincidence here, okay? Now, I'm going to dig a little deeper on this one. Remember, let me go back to the beginning here. I get it. When would you ever... Number 3. When would you ever hire a Fox News, a CNN, Fox News, when would you ever hire a CNN contributor? When would you do that? And why? Have you noticed Fox News has rolled out the welcome mat for Democrats, candidates, all the above? And they've decided to bring the Democrats in and be gentle. Now, I enjoyed the interview with South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg. But I thought Chris Wallace was, soft walking maybe some questions. Not that Chris Wallace is a Democrat on Fox, really. But Donna Brazile. Now, all of this is 2020. I mean, the President of the United States is going to he's going to have the deep state and their positioning. You're watching it right in front of your eyes. This woman here, okay? Now, where is the Donna Brazile? This is who Fox News is bringing on board. Donna Brazile out at CNN amid leaks to Clinton campaign. I thought, wait a minute. This just does not make sense, because this same Donna Brazile, number 4, and then I want to go back to this one. This same Donna Brazile was the acting chair of the Democrat National Committee. She's been twice. This lady has been the chair of the Democrat National Committee, I think, twice. She was the acting chair last time. Now, wait a minute. Go back to that other picture. So Donna Brazile is out at CNN amid leaks to the Clinton campaign. So this woman here, Donna Brazile, the acting chairwoman of the Democrat National Committee, while with CNN, resigned from her role as a CNN contributor earlier this month. And this is back in 2016, October 31st. Her departure was announced Monday amid fresh revelations that she sent questions, plural, to Hillary Clinton's campaign in advance of a CNN debate and a CNN TV one town hall. In a statement, CNN said it was completely uncomfortable with what we have learned about her interactions with the Clinton campaign while she was a CNN contributor. Well, CNN didn't care. They knew all along Donna Brazile sending the questions over. They did not care. When it was discovered it happened. Wait a minute. Wait for it. How did we find this out? Oh, the DNC server. Was this not part of the emails? I don't know. Were there emails? Tell me. Were there emails uncovered? You understand? How did we get this information? Did CNN investigate her and find out she was doing it? No. Did she just come forward and say, I cannot live another day without telling the truth? No. I think we found this in a treasure trove. Okay? Now, let me ask you another thing. Is it coincidence? No. It's just 2 weeks ago. It was only 4 weeks ago, we'll call it 4 weeks ago, that Chris Wallace looked at Perez, which Perez is the acting DNC chair, and said, are we going to get one of those debates on Fox News? And he looked at him and said, I don't know yet. But then they found out what they say Fox News, okay, gave Donald Trump the questions. I wonder if this was all set up to validate why Fox News would hire Donna Brazile. Well, she knows how to get the questions out. Maybe Fox News can get a debate now if they throw Juan Williams, Geraldo Rivera, and Donna Brazile as the panel, and Lord, the lefties will line right up to be on that. Maybe that's what they did. Maybe that's their olive branch to the left. Folks, there's none of this is a coincidence. Donna Brazile, why I'm excited to join Fox News and take part in civil and sensible debate. They know, she said it herself in an interview, they know they have to go to Fox News. They know what hurt them last time was avoiding Fox News. So they know they have to infiltrate. You can't find anywhere where they have not infiltrated Okay? The 2020 presidential election is a consequential moment in American democracy. Everything we believe in as Americans will be examined, in essence, ratified by our votes. But it concerns me, as it does the majority of good Americans, that our national debate has become hostile and disrespectful. We no longer simply agree to disagree. Too often we demonize the intentions of others. Our lines of communication are frayed, if not broken. I'm sorry, this is about as low as Fox News can go, bringing on Donna Brazile. There's a play for Texas. There's a play for Georgia. They're set up in Milwaukee. They've got Paul Ryan helping them in Milwaukee. They've got polling that they say Trump loses there. Okay, they've got Jeb and George W. there. They've got the deep state. The deep state is churning as fast as it can. And I'm here to tell you, we better pay attention, because everything's not a coincidence. Why would you pick up a CNN leftover if you were not trying to help the Democrats? I'm serious. Fox News. Now, I'm going to say this. This is who Fox News hires. Judge Jeanine only made an accurate comment concerning Sharia law, or questioned Sharia law with our Constitution. It cannot go together. That's all she did. Christians get attacked. Jews get attacked. But you can't say one thing about a Muslim. Nothing. Nothing at all. Because you see what happened to you can't question anything. But Fox will hire, at one night they let her go, and Fox will hire this woman that knowingly lied and cheated. Because remember, when she got caught at first, she didn't come out and say, yes, it happened. She went into full denial. So Fox wants to bring on somebody to, let me tell you what this is like. Fox News, this is like bringing on Brian Williams. Yes. And we don't have time to go into it, but we all know why NBC had to put him on leave. Because his lion Brian Williams, the nightly newscaster. And then after they put him on leave, they brought him back and buried him at 11 o'clock at night. And on MSNBC, not the flagship NBC. They buried him on MSNBC at 11 o'clock at night. Fox, this is the equivalent of hiring. I would not be as upset right now if you hire Brian Williams. Bottom line. I'm your host, BKP. I got to take a brief break. We're going to come back. I got a couple more things I want to cover on this, but it's not a coincidence, folks. Now, there is something that really scares me that nobody, when I say nobody, it just makes me a nervous wreck, and I see the road we're going down. Because the Republicans work for today, and Democrats play one hell of a good long game, whether you like it or not. I'll be back right after these messages.